Hello, I was just wondering something, so I'm going to write it very quickly. Say it very quickly, write it. I decided not to write it. The thought that I want to express, I'll say it now just in case it takes me too long to get to it. The very point of what I'm saying is it's a question to myself, and I thought it's a valid question to ask everyone. Are you too vain to allow yourself to be rescued? Okay. I teach a Sunday school class, and in that Sunday school class, one of our lessons was about Joseph. You know, the son of Jacob, right? Okay, well, Joseph got sold into Egypt, and he lived in Egypt, but he interpreted a dream, and in the dream, okay, well, there's two dreams, but anyway, the Pharaoh was looking for someone. Anyway, the point of the dream is there's going to be 7 years of a whole lot of plenty, followed by 7 years of famine. So what should they do? They should store up? Okay, well, I was just thinking about that. You can tell I just woke up. Well, I just woke up. Anyway, and the thing that I was thinking about a whole lot was, what if something like that were to happen today? I was warning my kids the other day, and then afterwards I thought, why don't I just tell them that? I was telling them if they're ever starving and they get to eat food, don't eat it all at once. Eat just a little bit at a time, because otherwise gluttony could kill them. Or in other words, if they tried to eat too much all at once, it could kill them. I thought that was something that a parent should tell their children and warn them about. Not that I thought they were ever going to have famine. Anyway, so that brings me to my thought today. This is bothering me. Sorry. I'm looking at my laptop and I saw that piece of hair and it was really bothering me. So there, I have it fixed now. Anyway, so my whole thought was how I've been trying so hard to lose weight, and it seems like no matter what I do, I keep just gaining weight. And I was thinking about how I know that there's only certain points in a person's life when they can gain weight, gain fat cells, because you have a certain amount of fat cells. And I was thinking, maybe I'm gaining fat cells, and those are those times when I'm just extremely hungry. It's just like out of the blue, all of a sudden I'll be really hungry. I went to a buffet, an all-you-can-eat buffet. Normally I go home just like feeling like I'm gonna throw up and I never want to eat again. But the last 2 times I've been to one, I'm like, I go home thinking, gosh, I'm still hungry. Let's go get ice cream. And that's weird because I usually don't have an appetite at all. And I've just been so hungry. And I was thinking maybe it's because I'm gaining fat cells. That's when the thought came to me, and like a lightning bolt. It was like, are you too vain to gain a little weight when it may be saving your life, storing up in times of plenty for times when you might be in famine? And I was thinking, oh gosh, we have been commanded to have food storage, so maybe there will be something that'll happen and we'll not be able to eat for a while, and that thing that'll save me is the fact that I gained a little weight. Well, am I too vain? Am I too worried about what I look like, that I want to die? And I think, well, I think I am. Because I don't want to gain weight, and I think, well, what's so bad about dying anyway? I'd rather die than starve for a couple of years. But I don't know what that's like. I'll tell you. Okay, don't tell anyone else. It's kind of ironic I'm saying this on YouTube. But the thing I was thinking about is time that I tried to kill myself. I know it's a sad thing to admit, but even Rick Springfield did, and I'm just being someone who's like him or wants to be like him. Okay. Anyway, I didn't really do it, but I hope I wanted to, because what happened is I was very successful. I was a really good musician. I was a very good pianist. I could sing well. I was like an all-state cross-country runner in Michigan, and I felt like I was really good at almost everything. And then I had this central nervous infection when I couldn't do anything, and I was stuck in a hospital bed, and they were telling me I might die. I was like, well, I wish I would. And well, I was pregnant at the time too, so it was after I had my baby and I was at home, and I was really wishing, gosh, when my husband started complaining about my hospital bills, I was like, well, I didn't tell you to save me. I didn't want to. Anyway, just everything got to me all at once. My husband at the time, because I was divorced. Isn't that a terrible thing that someone would divorce you at that point? But that's what happened. It's probably because of medical bills. But anyway, I was divorced and I was just really down and upset. And I wanted to die. I wish that I had died because they say only the good die young. Well, I was good and I was young. I didn't want to have to go through all this crap that I'm going through now. But anyway, the whole reason why I'm telling this story isn't to give an apology for trying to kill myself. It failed. I was taken to the emergency room because I told my husband what I'd done. So obviously I wasn't really committed. I told him that what I did is I snuck this bottle of Tylenol and I dumped it into the toilet and said I took it all because I wanted him to feel sorry for me. I thought, well, someone chose me. They're like, oh, sweetheart. And I thought if someone is all loving and kind, it would make me have a reason to live. Well, when I got to the emergency room, the doctor, they all tested me and they said, oh, she'll be fine. But the doctor told me, he says, you realize how awful that would be? I was just wanting to take a whole lot, go into shock, go to sleep, die. And I sleep peacefully. Mary, please go away. Anyway, eat more food. Eat another Otter Pop if you want another one. Anyways, eating is a solution for everything that keeps kids quiet. If I wasn't making a video, I'd probably do something else. It's not even opened. How are you going to open it? Here's scissors. You can do it. Anyway, back to it explained to me that would be such an unpleasant way to die because it would be really slow and be very painful because what would happen is your liver would try to clean all that out of your bloodstream, and it would shut down. I was thinking painkiller, too much painkiller, you wouldn't feel pain, but that's not the case. It would be a terrible, he told me that would be a terrible way to die. And so that's what I'm thinking anyway, along these whole lines, that I'd rather stay skinny and die than have to go through 7 years of famine. But then I started thinking instantly, well, maybe what I would do after it would be better, because I think all the time, well, if I had succeeded or taken those painkillers like I was saying that I was going to do, then I wouldn't have ever had the children that I have today, and I wouldn't have had the jobs that I have today, and those are worth it. They make it worth it. I'm really glad that I am alive today so that I can have the family that I have, because it's just wonderful. Anyway, I was thinking maybe some skill set that I have, I don't know what it is, but maybe it's needed in the future. So maybe I need to be able to endure some hardship that's coming, and right now I'm being prepared so that it'll be easier. And by prepared, I mean I need to gain weight. But am I too vain to gain weight? Maybe I need to be less vain. Anyway, I just wanted to say that because I was thinking maybe everybody has that problem, because I see all those advertisements, that stubborn, hard to lose weight and stuff. So everybody goes through that. You gain weight and you don't want to. Well, that's the way I am right now. I'm like, I don't want to gain weight, but I'm gaining weight. Well, my thought on that is maybe it could save me. Anyway, that's the end.